You're listening to the Para House Entertainment Network. Come join us as we take you deep into the fire to the paranormal realms of hauntings, UFOs, ETs, alien abductions, strange creatures, and the vastness of universal consciousness as we continue to seek what is not supposed to exist as we search for the truth that only comes from going into the fire. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Into the Fire. How's everybody doing tonight? It is the first day of standard time, and we all got an extra hour of sleep last night, but it sure doesn't feel that way now. It's almost time to go to bed. And if you look at Billy, he's pushing our brand new coffee mug into the fire coffee mug. Show him the other side, bud. Since we love our intro so much, the intro is on the back side of it so that you can also go into the fire with us.
But you got to do it in Bear's voice.
Right.
That's right. What's going on with you guys tonight?
I'm kind of like you. I'm trying to adjust to this time change. It's got me off a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
You places for tonight. So,
I know you got a brand new background. You're in
a We might have a little ugly shenanigans tonight. So sorry.
Well, I kind of figured this would be a pet friendly episode.
Yeah, we've got Frankie Lynn on here tonight, and she is super pet friendly. If anybody knows Frankie, and we're so happy to have Frankie on. I kind of forced her to come on because there's nobody like Frankie Lynn in our book. She's such a special person, and absolutely, every time you are around Frankie or whatever, you're so uplifted, and she has such a great spirit and such a great soul, and is definitely a light worker. And when we were up in West Virginia, she was like she got renewed and she started all this new stuff. And folks, I mean, it's just awesome to see people come around and become the person that they really surely should be. And Frankie Lynn has done that. She is just a special friend of all of ours.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of people on the show know her and talk to her every night in the chat room. I don't know if she's going to be chatting tonight, but we're going to try to chat her up here. So chat room, if you're ready to go with the Frankie Lynn stuff.
Oh, and by the way, she's getting baptized in her first live.
Yes. This is her first live. So
see how far down the rabbit hole we can take her.
Oh, we're going to take her far down the rabbit hole, and we're going to show you some great stuff that Frankie does. And she touched myself and Serenity Jenny when they were here at the hall event by presenting us a wonderful painting. I'm looking at it over here on the wall, and I think Serenity Jenny was just shocked and mind blown. It's just beautiful artwork, beautiful stuff, and touching stuff. And I hold that painting very dear. We'll go over that too, and it is coming up to be the holiday season, so you might want to get with Frankie, chat with her a little bit, and see if you can get something made up for a loved one or someone that you think a lot about. And I'm going to see if I can get her to paint a wonderful gnome scene for my.
Hey, real quick shout out. I see Hound Dog's in the chat room. Melvin.
Hey,
brother,
Melvin, how you doing, brother?
Yep.
He's here and he's not naked.
Yeah, he's naked. All right, good. You know, people always ask me, how's Melvin been? Have you talked to Melvin? And
he's probably naked.
yep, that's it. And Melvin just answered that. He is in great spirits. We love you so much, Melvin, and hope to get to have you back on Into the Fire, and also sitting with us up at the hall here. We did get to see you for a short time Saturday. It was such a blessing to be with that man. He is a very special individual also. And but sorry, Melvin, got to get to the point at hand. This is the Frankie Lynn Show. And what I'm going to do is we'll bring Frankie in just a minute, but we're going to I'll do a little readout here of Frankie's little bio. And like I said, our special guest tonight is Frankie Lynn, the owner of Tennessee, or Tenn.Zenn Art. Anyone who ever has had the pleasure to meet Frankie knows that she is a very special person and is so talented. And, when you're around Frankie, as I said earlier, she spreads hope, love, and joy everywhere. And you just have an excellent time with her. You just feel uplifted all the time when Frankie's around. Frankie is a true light worker and also a paranormal enthusiast. Frankie Lynn was raised in a small town in Western New York, has always been crafty and artsy to some extent, drawing, crocheting scarves and pot holders for her mom, and tinkering around with making jewelry for herself and her friends. She moved to Tennessee in 2012, which was a blessing for all of us. And while working at retail jobs here and there, she has recently got the push to get more into the creative side once again, as she has started Tenn.Zenn Art Studios. And you can visit her website on Facebook, and we'll have her give you all the details on that a little bit later. And we want to get the opportunity to introduce you to Frankie Lynn if you have not been around Frankie. And we also want to bring her on the air right now. So hi, Frankie, how are you doing?
Hey.
You're looking great.
Well, thank you.
I love that necklace. Is that one of yours?
That is not one of mine, actually. I have a friend. Awesome. I have a friend that makes all these for me. Billy, I don't know if they're family, but you can check them out at Homemade Gnomes on Facebook. Homemade by Gnomes.
You need to be having a talk with Mama Bear.
Yeah. She Mama Bear
I'm glad you brought that up, Bear.
Well, shit.
Your kinship there, Billy.
Yes.
They make
tonight
good
tonight is actually we brought Frankie Lynn on, but we're roasting Billy Sims tonight.
I love you though.
Yeah.
So
how have you been? I know you've been under a lot of stress. I don't know if you want to talk about it or not, but I hope.
It's been a rough week.
It has been, and we've been following you and praying for you and Mom and the whole family, and we're just hopefully everything comes around for you. And
hopefully. It's been a rough time. Trying to stay present in the moment and upright, and
that's the best way to do it. That's what we do all the time.
A little bit of autopilot, but I'm doing okay.
Well, you're a busy lady. You're working. You're doing all your crafts. You're getting all the stuff set up for Tenn.Zenn Art, and it's just a wonderful site and everything else. I brought some pictures on, and we're looking at your background right now, and that's some of your talented stuff behind you right there. And do you want to tell us what's going on behind you there?
Well, most of them, like this one right here, that's one of my zodiac paintings, and the zodiac actually lights up. I don't know if you can really tell from here, but I have little holes punched in to the actual canvas, and lights behind it, and I've got a little switch on the side, so you can light up your life with your zodiac.
That's awesome.
You know what? Since I'm a Virgo, and I sent you a picture, and you did such a wonderful piece of artwork and surprised us with it all. And I love that thing. It's beautiful.
That's actually the one I started for you originally, but then you sent me the picture. I was like, oh, I'll stop this one. I'll
you know what, Frankie? I'll take that one too. No.
Maybe I'll have to do one with your sun, your moon, and your rising sign.
That's right. Exactly. That would be awesome. And you've done. You are such a talented person. You come out to the hall, and I will tell anybody this: there is a painting out there of a scenery of not of the house, but of the back property, looking through the trees in the barn that Frankie did out there. Was it last year or this year? It was this year, early this year, wasn't it? It
was when Billy got married. When Billy and Tanya, it was that day. I was out there. Yeah. I gotta hurry up and clean up and get out of there.
You didn't have to go anywhere.
I didn't know what was happening, and then Casey messaged me and was like, there's a wedding? What? Huh? I'm not dressed for that. I'm dressed for paint.
Well, it was and it's a beautiful painting, and if anyone would like to purchase it, please make us an offer at the hall. And Frankie donated it to us for donations, and that's just the way that this wonderful lady rolls. She is always out helping others and looking to spread that joy and happiness, and you can see her beaming little smile there, and you know that she's just who she is, and that is one of the great things. So if you don't know Frankie Lynn, get to know her. And see, a lot of people probably on the show tonight are going, so that's Frankie. See her in the chat room all the time, chatting away and everything else.
We all may have had a little bit of doing with her corruption.
Maybe
a little bit.
A little bit.
A lot of it was Father Casey, though, I have to say.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Yeah.
That's one, Mister.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. That is definitely true. That is definitely true. And there's another soul that we haven't had on the show for a while, and I'd love to see him. But I know he's so dang busy. And he touches a lot of people also, just like you do, like Billy, Todd, you do. And sometimes I do. And it's just a pleasure to have all of us out here and as friends and working for the same cause, to help humanity out and give them just a little bit of peace in this stressful thing, and you definitely do that. I want to show some of your artwork, because folks, I'm going to tell you something. It is the holidays, and if you want to give something personal and anything else, please buy it from Frankie Lynn or Tanya and Billy, or someone who is putting their love and efforts into every piece that they're doing. And when you get that home, or you give that as a gift, guess what? That just becomes an excellent part, Whatever that means, I don't know. I'm just watching everybody else going.
We're pointing down at Frankie Lynn.
Yes. So I'm going to just show one of these, and I'm going to start off with what I sent you, and then what you created out of it. And if you would explain to it, give us a highlight on it, everything else. This is photo versus painting. It was something that I really I saw, and I said, "Oh wow, I love it." And being light workers and everything else, and we've talked with several, and Billy and Tanya and Serenity Jenny and I. The lighthouse stands for a lot for us all. Because a true light worker doesn't run all over the islands trying to help people. They stand in one place. When they're somewhere, they're beaming their light, and it gives safety and hope and cheer to everyone, like Frankie does. And so I sent her this picture and said, "Can you do something for me?" And next to it is what she painted, and it is awesome. And you can see this. This is the zodiac, and I am a Virgo, and that is the Virgo zodiac. And she was telling you about the side of it. It has that little switch on it, and this is it when it's lit up. And it is just a beautiful painting. And I'm going to tell you right now, anyone that can recreate something like this or take something in that manner and make something special for you to give to a loved one or anything else, I'm going to tell you how emotional that is. It's just like, wow, awesome stuff. Because she about made me cry.
Yeah, she did an amazing job with that.
Yes.
She actually messaged me before she gave you guys those paintings and asked me what I thought. And I told her, I said, they're going to love them.
Mm-hmm. Totally blew us both away. And I wish if you go to Frankie's site, you may see a picture of this old man, and you'll see Serenity Jenny being handed it as Frankie Lynn gives it to her. And the look on her face is priceless.
That's my absolute favorite picture.
Yeah, yes, it is a great. It is a great picture.
And that's just one of the many ways that you touch so many of us, Frankie.
Yep.
Yes, it is. It is true. And it's so great to have you on the show and honor you, because you are a person that people really need to get out and support and meet, because you support all of us. You make us feel great when we're with you.
Aww.
We've been on several paranormal investigations. We've been on events. We meet you at events and everything else. And it is just awesome. And we're going to be at an event coming up in next week. And I believe you're going to be there also, but we're going to hold off and we'll talk about that in a minute. I want to show some more stuff here. And so here we've got some of your earrings and jewelry. You want to tell us about it? Can you see it all right?
Yeah. Along with the paintings, I started making earrings as well. I used to make earrings and jewelry and whatnot before, but I kind of got the bug really with the chakra earrings first. So I have all the different color chakra backgrounds, and they're actually on guitar picks. And there's a correlation there, because each of your chakras also correlate with a frequency. And if you jump from frequency, you think of sound. And when you think of sound, you think of guitars, music, guitar picks. It just kind of made sense to me. So I started making all the chakra earrings, and then I started making little alien earrings because I just thought that was the perfect little shape for the alien heads.
Oh, it's perfect. It is.
It is.
So I just started making those, and they're fun to make. And if especially the chakra ones, if they help you in a certain area of your life that you have trouble with, say you're having trouble with a certain emotion, and you need to open up your heart chakra, throw on the green earrings, because that's the one that correlates with your heart. And maybe that'll boost you up. So.
And I believe that they do. And everybody needs to work on being more grounded, have that frequency that you were talking about earlier. And the color does do that. And as you are wearing that, you're going to put your mind in the place where it can be able to help your chakra and do the best, because that is what it's all about. It's about you making those changes and everything else. And when you have, or you're wearing something like that that's positive, you know you have it on, what happens? Good things happen. And with your energy, because as you are creating these things and putting them and bringing them to life, that is kind of like your Manitou going into them. That energy that you're creating it with goes into it, and it just brings it all the way out. It's just super.
And that's why if I'm ever having a bad day at work, I don't come home and I make earrings. I skip that because I don't want to put that nasty Kroger energy into anything that I'm making.
Right, exactly.
It's all about intention and energy. And I wait until I'm having a good day to paint or to make earrings or do anything, really. If I'm in a bad mood, I'm going to keep it to myself until it passes.
Right.
And not share the wealth there.
Yes, exactly. But you know what? When you talk about the intent and being upbeat and putting it into your artwork, it makes a lot of difference. When it's just like when I look at my picture, I don't feel this wonderful painting that you did. I don't feel negative because you were doing it at the peak of your thing, doing the best, putting all the love, all the stuff into it. And when I look at it, what do I feel? I feel all of that,
Yay.
And more.
My job here is done.
Well, when I talk about light workers, when we talk about all the stuff that we do on the show with consciousness and so forth, and I've noticed as I meet more and more people who are into the conscious and then are light workers, they are so creative and they do all of these amazing things. And the energy that they put forth in it is always the positive stuff. So, instead of going to Walmart where they're doing terrible things and I can't talk about it because, we might have to talk about that later. But folks, buy and support local. Your people that are out here that are doing things and creating things out of love, and help support them. Everyone needs a little bit of happiness and cheer in their life. And look, Tawana's got some of these, and it's just a wonderful thing, when I can tell the difference when she puts them on too, because she's just beaming about it, and it's the same thing with Tanya. When Tanya makes things, or she does cups and she does things that she does, they just have great energy. It's all good, and so take advantage of that. We used to do that a long time ago. We used to, do things with our neighbors and barter with them and everything else. And we need to get back to that because that is something that we lost. And as we do that, we lose our soul and humanity. Don't you think, Frankie?
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I love putting things together. I used to make scarves, and I had like a little Facebook page, and it was called The Warm and Fuzzies.
Yeah.
And it kind of had double meaning because scarves are warm and fuzzy, right? And when you give gifts, you feel the warm and fuzzies, and the person receiving the gift feels the warm and fuzzies. So I try to put all that warm and fuzzy into anything that I make, whether it be warm and fuzzy legitimately or earrings or paintings.
Mm-hmm.
I try to just put all that energy in and make everybody feel good. And the different earrings that I make, I pretty much all of them, yeah. I kind of have gone off on a tangent a little bit, but like the ones that are on the screen, they all have meaning. So
Yeah,
if
they
you're
all have
looking
meaning.
for, peace, there's the Om symbol. Or if you want energy protection, there's the evil eye earrings. And they all have different colors, and the different colored evil eyes have different meanings. So you can always Google that real quick and, see which one you would work best for you and all that.
Or they can just message you on Facebook and say, "What's that color mean?"
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I try to put a little description into every of the posts just to kind of, give you a background. Like the tree of life has its own meaning, and there's and it's not
and
just
you're talking
one
about
either.
the Om. You're talking about the Om, and that's a frequency ordeal. And the ones that we're looking at here is the Om signal. I believe the second row, all of those are the Om signal, aren't they not?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's the Om and the evil eye combined. So.
Right, all together.
Double the benefits.
Double the benefits, exactly. And I love the different colors that you added to them. And folks, and these are
they're beautiful.
Yeah, and their quality. I mean, they are good, wonderful things. I've got one more slide to show, and these are the sun and star earrings. Want to talk about those?
Well, I've always been interested. I've always looked up in the sky ever since I was little. And living back in New York, we lived out in the country. I could actually see the stars. And
hold on. We have to clarify that. New York does have farms, folks.
Yes. We have trees and grass and cows. Yeah.
Yeah. New York State is a beautiful state. You got the Finger Lakes, you got all that stuff up there. Mm-hmm. And then you got this one pit that sits there.
Yeah, exactly. Now, my graduating class in high school was less than 90 people. So,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Small town.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
But yeah, I just wanted to kind of put my love for astrology into my paintings. I wanted to put my love for the sky and the stars, and because it's the universe. I wanted to put my love for the universe into the gifts that I give people.
Yes. And that is a wonderful trait. And it brings so much cheer to people,
Yeah, those are gorgeous.
Yeah, I love them. And we'll bring it.
Melvin, the evil eye from the warden. That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, and I want to thank Sherry. She's been one of my best customers so far. She was going on a shopping spree the other day. So thank you, Sherry.
Well, excellent. It's Billy, I'll let you say that from if it's the Sherry that I'm thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
Sherry is very supportive.
Yes.
Of her artistic friends.
She is, and we all are looking to free her at some point or another.
Yeah. We miss her so much.
Yes, we do. Haven't seen Sherry in a long time, and darling, we appreciate your support here on the show, and from the heart, we love you and miss you dearly, and hope to see you. Hope we can get together soon with you. So, and thank you for supporting Frankie also. Maybe she'll pay me back that $20 she owes me. No, I'm teasing.
She said the hall still owes her a pack of cigarettes.
Right. Well, that's going to be part of the paranormal segment of this show.
Are you ready for that solo down in the basement yet?
maybe I should bring some earrings or a painting, and I'll go down there by myself.
An offering.
Yeah. Here's I'll bring the painting of the barn. See here.
Yeah, that's it. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Have you ever? I mean, that leads us into a way off question, and I know a lot of people do it. And a good friend of ours, Miranda Young, used to do it a lot. Have you ever thought about taking the easel or a sketch pad and going down, like at some haunted location, like maybe Acting Hall, go down to the basement and just let that feeling go and just start drawing something and see what
automatic drawing instead of automatic writing?
Right, exactly.
Notice it says in the basement at the hall.
Yeah.
I'm down. I got this.
Yeah, and maybe something, you may draw a beautiful lady, you may draw a dark shadow person with teeth coming out of its but I would love to see
everybody gets at the basement. I don't think it's going to be a pretty flowery nice picture. I highly doubt it. But we can see. Sure.
Yeah. Well, you never know. But
you never know.
Let me ask real quick. How in the world did you end up coming across all of us?
Divine intervention, I think.
Casey.
Yeah.
Casey shrugs. Father Casey shrugs.
Through him was the first time I went to the hall. He couldn't go because he broke his leg.
He said you fit right in.
And I think you and I hung out the whole night.
And I remember saying I'm a friend of Casey's, and Bear was like, oh gosh.
We're like, well, she's already broke in.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit broker now, but yeah.
Right.
I wouldn't have it any other way. I love you guys.
We love you also. We love you also.
And actually, divine intervention has played a big part in the last week or so. It's been a weird, scary experience with my mom going to the hospital and everything. That first morning, I overslept for work. I never oversleep for work, but I overslept. And the doctor told me later, he's like, if you had gone to work, you would have come home to not a very good day.
Right.
Yeah. She wouldn't have made it. And then that day was a Thursday. It was last Thursday. And I was telling a couple of my friends because my dad was always in and out of the hospital when I was younger. And I always had my mom there. I always had my brother. And I was never by myself. I always had some kind of support there. And I was telling a couple of my friends, like, it really kind of sucks because I have my friends on my phone. I don't have anybody here. This is the only family I have here in Tennessee. So the next day, I hadn't seen it on Thursday, but on my mom's hospital bed, I snapped a picture of it, but it was some random sticker. It was probably for some inspection or whatever, like the date. But it was the day that my dad passed away. Wow. The sticker actually had April 23.
Yeah, you sent me that. It was very powerful.
I'm not alone. My dad's here.
Right.
So the next weird thing, she had come home on Halloween Day, and then I was still pet sitting at another house. So I got a call. The first night I spent the night there, it was Sunday, and the one dog barked a couple times and then let me go to sleep. She went to sleep. Monday night, she kept barking every 5 minutes. The little doxy. She's like chatterbox. And I'm like, Lacey, like, enough. I didn't fall asleep. My mom called me. She's like, Jen, I gotta go to the hospital again. So had that dog not been barking nonstop, I would have been. I'm dead to the world when I fall asleep. I don't hear. I've slept through a tornado. I don't hear anything. So yeah, if I hadn't still been up, I wouldn't have been there to rush back home, fly through a red light, and get my mom back to the ER.
That was probably your dad there too.
Exactly.
Yeah, somebody keeping that dog entertained and yapping at me. Yeah, for sure. So divine intervention has definitely showed up in the last week. Thank goodness. But she's home now. She's doing okay so far.
That's great.
I had to take her back. She's been back 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even remember what day it is right now. But jumping back between home, feeding my cat, going to work, going to the dog sitting place, going to the hospital, back to my place to help my cat, back to the pet sitting house, and it's been crazy. But I think it's calmed down now.
Yeah.
But through all of that, and as we're looking at you here, and as we all know you, how you turn all that into such a great positive thing. You don't let it bog you down. You don't let it get that way. And you are a great testament to other people to say, geez, how easy could you take a date that is on that thing? And you sent me that picture, and it definitely was a sign and a thing that, yes, I'm here with you, and you know it. And but so many people could have taken that, put their mind where it says, oh, that was the day my dad died. Misery, terrible, awful things. But no, you take it to the highest step of the way, and it moves you and continues you through that way. And if other people could do that, and that's the joy about being around people like yourself, that you touch so many people and you don't even know you're doing it.
I'm just me. I'm just here.
Well, it's really funny because if you ask anyone that knows us, and Billy and Tanya and everything else, they always go, wow, thank you so much. And you do this. And when people thank us, we always turn around and say, don't thank us. We're just here. I mean, I'm just Bear. That's Billy. That's Tanya. That's Frankie, but other things seem to want to work through us and help us to help others to do that. And that's who we always say thank you to. If you don't want to, don't have to thank me. Thank the other person, because that's why we're here. Somehow we were guided here to do that. And this is how we.
And just acknowledging it, as divine intervention, that says a lot about.
Oh yes, it sure does. It sure does.
And just being in the moment and realizing it's happening.
Mm-hmm. And staying focused.
It made me feel grateful.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I had my moments. I broke down a couple times, but
that's natural. But you know what? You don't stay in that mode.
No.
And then you have a support system around you where people can, where you can talk to people and you can do that thing. And that's what makes it all possible. And that's what we've lost in humanity in over years and years and years. And people just don't get it, But I am so glad that you're in our world and there to help others and to help us too at the same time, because you give us so much joy. Everybody that, when I'm sitting at the hall and I know Frankie Lynn's going to be there, it's great. And look, folks, you don't even know. I mean, you see all the beautiful paintings and you see all the other stuff. But let me tell you something. This lady's got some desserts up her sleeve that Billy would kill for.
I think we ate our weight in those things that night.
I ate twice mine.
Oh yeah, I am telling you something. I mean,
Bear finished the whole tub.
Oh yeah, it was just like going, my gosh.
Sorry, Mama Bear.
I thought I heard he didn't share with her.
Yeah, I didn't share. No.
Not one.
No.
I don't think she got the smell of them.
Yeah, I got the no. Yeah.
Did you let her lick the bowl?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
The little extra sprinkles in the bottom.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they had all those
He'd already
extra
cleaned
sprinkles
those
on the
out.
bottom of it. You know, it looked like I can hear Mama Bear laughing all the way in here from the other room.
She said it's okay, Frankie.
At least they were gluten free, so it's a little bit healthy.
Right, exactly. But boy, they were just the most delicious
Amazing.
thing. And
I need to try them sugar free next time.
Well, I think my eyes
oh
dilated.
no, don't do that. Don't.
In my mouth.
Yeah, I'll
do not make
deal
them
with the
sugar-free.
pain. Yeah, they were just
Well,
awesome.
good. You enjoyed.
Oh yeah, we
My eyes dilated.
You
Billy
know,
and I was just glazed over, looking at each other, going, "Oh my god!"
I actually think I slipped off from the investigations a few times.
right.
You end up on an EVP like rah, 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 rah.
Somebody's up
I
there
don't know
walking
what I
around.
mean.
Oh, that's just Billy.
He was downstairs and he was looking around and he goes, "I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back." And I said,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the real testament to say that they're good. If you're ruining an
"But we
investigation,
know where the bathroom is, right?"
Hey, I didn't
His
want my
feet went the
stomach to
opposite
growl.
direction.
Right. That was it.
He
He
go
was-
into the dining room. We knew he was
Yeah.
going to the bathroom.
I did not want my stomach to growl.
yeah, exactly. Make sure it was full to the top. You know. But I
I'm
gotta
gonna
tell you
try
something.
some peanut butter balls for you next time.
Oh, sounds good. But you can bring them other things anytime you want because
Right.
wow, this is awesome. And I'd love to try anything that you've got because I was as soon as I put that thing in my mouth, I went, "Oh, this is so much trouble that it's just like, going, oh golly, awesome stuff, awesome stuff."
Yeah.
Yeah, something else that people don't probably know about Frankie Lynn is that she has a wonderful voice also.
Oh, jeez.
And she is a singer extraordinaire. And,
No.
like everybody else, they just, they are everything that we're talking about here all brings joy and happiness to people. And music brings happiness to people, and especially when a songbird is singing their song, and that is Frankie Lynn also.
I
So
do have
she's
to
all
say,
wrapped
though,
up in one package, you know.
I do have to say the majority of the songs I used to, because I don't really sing that much anymore, but when I used to go out Nashville downtown and sing all the time, there were a lot of man-hating songs that I used to sing. I don't know really how much joy they would bring.
You know,
Hey.
he cheated. The dog died. My tractor broke down.
Right.
I mean, they bring me joy. They brought me joy. Well, I was singing that.
We've all walked down a dirt road. I mean,
yeah, I forget the one song that Tawana used to sing, and it was about I broke out his took a baseball bat to his headlights, and I carved my initials in. Yeah.
Before he cheats. I used to do that one too.
Exactly. Yeah. And golly, but you know what? But that still brings, music frequency, as we were mentioning earlier. Even though the words may be a story of someone's life and how they come over it, and that's also a positive thing. But just the harmony and the frequency of a song,
and the intent that you're putting into it.
Right, exactly, makes it a pleasurable experience for all. And
it was funny though. Like if the bar was empty, there was just a couple people, and they weren't really into it, because I would feed off of their energy too.
Right.
And I wouldn't sing as well if there was only two. It's not as fun, know. But I would sing really well if it was jam packed and everybody was enjoying
and getting into
the song,
it,
no matter if it was a man hating song or you know.
Yeah, you don't even know it's a Manhattan song. You just go ahead and lay it down, and people are enjoying it. When Mama Bear would sing in the bars and do it, and
I know.
there would be so many people that would just, come in. Oh, you sing a song for me, sing this, sing that. And they got so much enjoyment out of it. And the crowd really did it. But when she's just sitting there by herself, she's still doing a great job, but it doesn't come across. That energy doesn't transpond. And it doesn't go into
all that power behind it.
Right. All the power that goes with it. So it's just amazing, and thank you for, I can't, it's like the people that are in our lives like yourselves. And we just can't thank the God and the source above enough to be able to put them in our lives, because they bring us so much joy and love being around them and having them around them. And you certainly are that lady, my dear.
Thank you.
It's amazing how we all get pulled together.
Yep.
It is.
Sure.
It's
It's all Casey's fault.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Do it right. Exactly. He carries the hose. He knows. But when we are, we were talking about you're a paranormal enthusiast and you enjoy going to paranormal locations and doing investigations and being there with other people. And we've got to talk about your first experience when Casey couldn't be there because he broke his leg, and we were downstairs in the basement. And you want to tell that story and how you feel about it?
Sure. Yeah, good times. My very first time at the hall ever.
And he
I
left
think it
you
was
along with us.
Yes.
It was I think my
Thank
second
you.
investigation ever anywhere, but my first time at the hall. We were downstairs doing the ghost box thing, and we had gone up, and Barry, you were like, "Oh, hey, let's go out for a cigarette." Like, yeah, sure, okay, cool. So we go out there. I check in my pockets. I can't find my cigarettes. And you offered me one of yours. And I'm like, well, no, thank you. But I have another pack I threw in my purse before I left the house. Let me grab that one out of my purse. Looking through my purse. Can't find that one either. That's weird. And you're like, well, we'll go back down to the basement and look for him. You and Billy can go back down to the basement and look for him. That's fine. I'm not going back down to the basement to look for him.
We went and looked, and there was nothing there.
Yeah. Well, you guys had gone down I think 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We searched that place over.
Yeah. You brought me up my pack of cigarettes, and I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks. I wasn't even, looking at them. They were open, no big deal.
Yeah.
So we were doing the Estes method, and we were sitting in the dining room. And Bear, you kept saying, okay, whoever took Frankie's cigarettes, put them back. And you're like, check your purse. And I'm like, they're not in here. And finally, the guy that had the headset on in the other room, I said, okay, do you guys just not like me? And the guy in the other room says, maybe. Oh, okay. Cool.
That's so personal.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm a northerner. I guess you southern folk don't like me too much. But at the end of the night, you had cleansed me and blessed me and sent me on my way. And I got in the car, and the half-empty pack of cigarettes I had been smoking all night was in my car's console that I hadn't been out to the whole entire evening.
The whole night. Yeah.
My car was locked. My purse was on my shoulder the entire time. You guys weren't messing with me. You didn't steal my keys out of my purse while it was on my shoulder. And the pack that Tanya brought up to me, it was open. It had 2 cigarettes missing out of it. When it was the sealed pack that was in my purse since I got there.
Totally full.
So that was my welcome gift, I guess. My first time at the hall.
Welcome to the hall.
Yeah, Billy, of course.
They took their tobacco offering.
Now you know.
I think it was the next time I was there. I left one down in the basement. And
Yeah.
Yes.
she had asked, what else do you want me to bring you? And it came out bourbon.
Bourbon.
I brought those
it did.
2 little baby bottles of bourbon and left them down there.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah.
but things have been calm with me ever since.
They
I even had that Tom last time I was there. He escorted me out to my vehicle.
Wanted to, walk you out.
You know, I could just feel a presence, and it was
making sure that you're safe. Thanking you for the cigarettes.
Yeah. Look, such a gentleman. Thank you for escorting me out to my vehicle by myself.
Right. You know, and that's the amazing thing that people don't see is that, you know, subtle things like that happen all the time. But, you know, what do they, when we're talking to them and everything else, they love tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
Like the other stuff. They like bourbon. And all you got to do is they saw
back then. What did they have else to do? I mean,
right, exactly. Well, you know, I'm going to tell you,
hard days worth of work, and it's
long days worth of work. Smoke a cigarette, drink a bourbon, and then have a baby. That was all they did all the time.
Well, I don't know if I told you guys, but one of the days I was out there painting in the backyard, I brought an extra little canvas. Because that first time I was out there, I got tugged on. Like a little kid was trying to get my attention, tugging on the side of my pants.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I don't know why I'm never bothered by these things, but I was just like, after the fact, like, that was weird. Yeah. So the next time I was out there, I brought a little extra canvas and I set that on the grass next to where I was set up and put a paintbrush there just in case they wanted to, you know, help paint and have something to do.
Yeah.
You know, while I was out there chilling. So it's a good time.
Wouldn't that have been awesome if they had scribbled something on it?
Right.
You know, that's the cool
thinking
thing.
out of the box.
And that's when that's the same thing where we're talking about going down there and having you do it automatically and just let what goes to see what would come out of it. But, you know, they're very intelligent. You know, they know what's going on. And when you make them part of your thing, it's just like the two worlds collide. And you got a buddy there, you know, and that's the reason why, you know, they look at myself, Isaac as caretakers, and we take care of the place for them, and we're there. Billy and Tanya, they love, and they, you know, it was like when they got married. Good gosh, it was a party over there, and they were all enjoying it, and they were happy. They loved it.
Yeah, you missed out. You should have hung around.
Yeah, I mean, they loved that.
I didn't even know about it. I didn't want to intrude.
You wouldn't be intruding.
In my painting clothes.
It's you.
Yeah. Well, we could have had you be there to paint the scenery of.
I've never painted people, so nobody here. Don't ask me to paint a person. I haven't done that.
Okay. Yeah. How about aliens? If you,
I'm thinking about working on that. But
there you go.
My friends actually want me to paint their dogs that I just got done sitting for.
Well, that'd be awesome. You know, and
she wants to give it as a Christmas present to her husband, and I'm like, no pressure.
Great. Well, I mean, snap a photo of the dogs, send them to you, and I guarantee you're going to be pleased with it. That's another great gift. I mean, just think of the cool things that are out there that you don't have to go to the box store or Walmart or all these places and buy something that's nothing. And they give a piece of love and energy to someone that they can look at and go, wow, you know, always enjoy that. And that is a blessing in itself. So before we get out of here, we're going to talk about, I'm almost gone already. I hope I come back. Yeah, there I am. I don't know if you can hear me talking about that or not. Yeah, but here I am again. Next weekend, there's going to be an event. I'm sorry that I don't have it up here for you guys to see, but it is at the Old Stone Jail, and it's ran by Whiskey Tango Foxtrots, our great friends, Billy Wilkerson, Terry, his wife, Elizabeth, and you've got Stacy and AJ and all that group group are going to be there. You're going to be at the hall. It's a meet and greet. You're all welcome. There are also going to be some vendors there and tables set up. Night Stalkers will have a table there. And guess who else is going to have a table? There you go.
And I'm also going to have Casey's handmade rosaries with me as well.
Excellent, excellent. Because, I saw a picture. I was looking for that picture, and I thought I saw some rosaries and everything else. And I was going to ask you if they were yours or if you were doing that. Are you making them also, or is that's okay?
No,
yeah.
that's legit, like priest made.
That's Father
rosaries.
Casey type shit right there.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that you definitely want to do and have that on it. And I am. Remind me to pick one of those or two of those out because those are very special. Yes. And we use them all the time, as Father Casey knows. When we get in those situations, and we use all different kinds of stuff that Father Casey has put together for us. And look, folks, if you're a paranormal team, there is nothing better than have something that has, if you have not met Father Casey or know of him, and I'm sure everyone in the paranormal knows of him, and it is a wonderful safety item when you're going on a paranormal investigation to have something that is blessed by a priest that has the wonderful gift that Father Casey has. And we are so happy to be involved with him and work with him and call him our friends, even though we haven't seen him in a while because he's been so dang busy, And I'd love to have him back on the show. It's getting close to that time of the holidays, and we need to have his message and all that other stuff is going on also. So we've got a
feeling that's coming soon. I hope so. Fingers crossed.
Yes, I hope so too. Well, I've got to tell you, darling, that was pretty painful hour you probably ever spent on a.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was horrible.
I think it's going to go longer and longer and better for you in the future. I'm going to just jump into the chat room. You guys see anything in the chat or any questions for?
A lot of support for Frankie.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Tons of support.
I see all the love over here and all the messages. Thank you.
Yeah. And Stacy Holland, thank you for tuning in. Hello, dear. Todd Eskew, Sherry, Holly, you're all in here tonight. We're so thankful. Melvin, I'm just going through a few names and picking them up. Mickey Norris, Tawana Bear. Who else is in here tonight?
Brenda Bessie.
Yep.
Brenda.
Yep. Brenda. Chanel. Yes. And
Frankie, aren't you bad influence?
Yes. David Trusty's in the house too. And I would love you to I'd like to see something out of David Trusty's mind into your mind and see a painting of it, because that would probably be fascinating to me. Hello, Dove. How are you? There's so many people in the chat room, all giving the greatest support to you. So
thank you, guys.
We guys thank the chat room for listening and always supporting us, and thank you for supporting our wonderful guest tonight, Frankie Lynn.
Thank you guys for having me on.
Real quick, before we do go, Frankie, tell everybody how they can get in touch with you and how they can buy some of that awesome merchandise that you're creating.
Well, definitely come out to the Old Stone Jail on Saturday. Come see us. I'll be there with my stuff, with Casey's rosaries. I'm going to be trying to make some display things for his rosaries before then. So hopefully I get that done. But other than that, you can check me out on Facebook, Tenn.Zenn, and it's Tenn like Tennessee, TENN.Zenn Art Studio on Facebook. So just hit me up there, give me a like, a share, send me a message if you want something. These are the paintings I have right now. I'm kind of I don't want to do too many and put the actual zodiacs in there. So in case somebody says, oh, well, I really like that one, but that's not my zodiac. So I'm kind of waiting. Just let me know what kind you want. I'm also thinking about doing couples paintings. So if there's a Virgo and a Scorpio, like I want to put both of those in there. Yeah, just hit me up with some ideas, what you need, and I'll do my best. But thank you guys so much for having me on. It was fun.
Oh, by the way, I've got to ask you, what is the zodiac sign of that wonderful picture? That that thing is just breathtaking. I don't know. My eyes been going to it all that long. Yeah, that one right there. Yeah.
It's Libra.
Libra.
Yes.
All you Libras. Man, I'm going to tell you something. If that wouldn't be a great place to be in your room or be in your house, that is awesome. You got another one over there also?
This one right here. Yeah. This one's Gemini. So I got the twins right here.
Excellent. And I can't hardly see the one at the top, but I think it's really cool because it looks like a wolf in the sunset.
Yeah.
The wolf one actually isn't as like a birth zodiac. It's it's the actual wolf constellation. Lupus. I think there's another name for it too.
Yeah.
But I put that one in the wolf painting because it made sense. Awesome. So I mean, if you're a fan of the Boots constellation or the Seven Sisters, hit me up. Put whatever in there you want.
Yep.
Light it up.
I'm a big fan of gnomes, so I'll be up for a gnome.
Christmas is coming, so
yes, a gnome with the constellation over him.
I gotta ask, has the gnome on the shelf made its appearance yet, Bear?
We do have the gnome on the shelf it's in the other room in there, but it wasn't going to be on the shelf here because it was going to be at your house, and Mama Bear forgot it yesterday.
She said she was going to leave it at the hall and see if it moved around from room to room.
Yeah, there you go. Well, and then after it does that, then we'll give it to you because you like all that stuff that moves around.
Yeah, I love all that stuff.
Well, guys, it's been such a pleasure. Now we're going to hit you with the news of the night. Before we started here, we've been having problems with Facebook, and I know most of you guys are coming on talking to Facebook. Facebook has been after the End of the Far show, and we just got when I started this off, I've got 5 days that StreamYard the connection to Facebook will go away. I hit it and it went to my Facebook page instead of End of the Fars. They are looking to wipe us off. So we are going to be working diligently. We will still be on YouTube, so you can find us on YouTube if we are not on Facebook any longer. Or we're thinking about going to Rumble, so you'll be able to get us on Rumble. And if you have any other ideas or any social medias that you think that we would be welcome to, and to be able to tell our truths and have our evening of just chat with some fantastic guests and some fantastic people about the wonders of life and the amazing things that go on in the paranormal and the supernatural world that affect us all. Please let us know. And same thing, I know that Frankie's got a guest that I would need to get a hold of, and I've been delinquent in that, but I've just been so dang busy. But we want to get her on also. And so if you have a guest situation, a guest suggestion, please let us know. Hit Billy and Tanya up or myself up on Facebook and tell us what you'd like to see and where you'd like the show to go. So we're here for you guys. This is not here for us. We're here for you, and we thank you so much for your support. Thank you, Frankie Lynn, for letting me put you on the spot and having you on tonight. You did a wonderful job. Thank you, darling. And everyone else, thank you again. Tune in next week on, will be safe to say, YouTube. It may be on Facebook, it may be on Rumble, but we will let you know as that goes. But you guys have a blessed week, and get out and vote on Tuesday, please. Whether you feel that the elections were rigged or whatever you feel, you have to be part of this and make your decisions and make your things count and be a voice to be heard. And the only way that we can do that is by voting and changing the things that we need to have changed. So please support that on Tuesday. And the rest of us give you love and peace and happiness and light till next week on Into the Far. Y'all have a great night.
Night,
guys. Thank you.